Some of the things associated with the site are whispering, the voices of the young girl. People have reported feeling pockets of cold air. Learning about urban legends has helped my students to appreciate how storytelling has shaped their community's identity. This has been a really important part of local culture, even if the stories themselves are not true. The question then becomes, do these stories matter? My mission as a teacher is to build responsible citizens, not only at the national level, but also the local level. Maybe volunteering, voting, and trying to make their city a better place. Erie Experience is a place-based course. We talk about ecology, economy, culture.
Learning about local history is important because we wouldn't really be a community without it.
Okay, everybody.
Recently, we've been learning about urban legends in our area.
These stories usually have some kind of a supernatural element. They are often very sensational and tell us something about the people in a specific region. Now we're going to look at 3 urban legends in our community, and we're going to trace how these stories evolved, how they spread, and if there's any component of truth.
On each board in the classroom, there was a different primary source on different urban legends. The first one that I had was the UFO sighting one. An Air Force investigation team may come to Erie to probe mysterious events.
This story emerged during the Cold War when there was a lot of fears about aerial weaponry. These primary sources are very critical to understand these urban legends. They're learning about the context. They're learning about the time.
The second one was Axe Murder Hollow, which is one of the more well-known ones around here. This guy named William Gag, supposedly he killed his family.
We know historically there is no truth to this actually, but there are stories of kids hearing strange things, seeing the deceased family.
Teenagers are stupid. Let's just put it that way. We will believe anything.
The urban legend really started with these teenage kids who snuck into his house and saw all these knives, all these axes, but it's now known that he was a butcher, so it all makes sense.
And lastly, the story of Gudgeonville Bridge. A young girl fell off a cliff near the bridge, and there are many stories about a sensation that you're going to be pushed off the bridge.
We thought fear inspired the legacy of these stories, and the more tragic the incident is, like the more likely it is to be remembered or serve as a warning.
Having a fun time can help students retain this information. They're going to remember these experiences. This is our first stop. This is Gudgeonville Bridge.
We actually got to go onto the bridge, got to see where the girl jumped. After that, we went to Axe Murder Hollow.
These very woods are where it happened.
Going to the place where it occurred, and then like seeing the William Gag's actual grave, and it just made it like all the more real than it was just reading on a piece of paper.
Why do you think I am teaching you urban legends, this material?
Well, with these kind of stories, I feel like we feel more connected in our community and maybe to each other. Because we can make connections.
I really want students to realize that when they're driving down the street or taking a walk in their neighborhood, that these places are important. These stories are gateways to helping students know a little more about their community. It makes them excited. That excitement could translate into real action, to real concern, to real care about these places we call home.